Long before cities rose and highways crossed the continent, the lands of North America were alive with stories, tales of gods, spirits, and monsters that roamed forests, mountains, and deserts. Native American tribes spoke of creatures that tested human courage and punished disrespect toward nature. These weren't just bedtime stories, they were warnings from ancestors who believed that every shadow in the wild carried a spirit, sometimes benevolent, but often deadly. Spirit of endless hunger. Among the most feared of all spirits is the Wendigo, a creature born from greed and hunger. According to Algonquian legend, a person who consumed human flesh in times of famine could become this horrifying monster. The Wendigo was said to be gaunt, with stretched skin over its bones, its lips shredded and bloody, and eyes glowing with a cold hunger that could never be satisfied. It stalked through frozen forests, howling in the night, searching endlessly for flesh. The Wendigo represents the price of greed and the corruption of the soul, a reminder that to lose one's humanity is to become the very evil one fears. Thunderbird. In the legends of many tribes, especially the Lakota and Ojibwe, the Thunderbird rules the skies. Majestic and terrifying, its wings create thunderclaps when they beat, and lightning flashes from its eyes. Some stories say it defends humanity from sea serpents and evil spirits, while others depict it as a punisher of those who anger the natural world. The Thunderbird embodies both protection and destruction, a divine balance between chaos and order. Shifting terrors. Perhaps the most disturbing legends come from the Navajo, tales of the Skinwalkers. These are witches who abandon humanity by committing unspeakable acts and gaining the power to transform into animals. Wolves, coyotes, owls, they wear their skins and move under moonlight, haunting the living. Villagers feared them not only for their dark magic but also because they could mimic voices, whisper your name, and lure you into the desert night. To speak too much of them was dangerous, for it was said that skinwalkers could hear when they were being discussed, and come looking. Uktena. Cherokee legends speak of Uktena, a colossal serpent with glittering scales and a shining crystal embedded in its forehead. Its eyes burned like fire, and its breath brought death. Warriors who sought to slay Uktena did so at great peril, for its gaze could paralyze even the bravest. Yet those who succeeded were promised power and wisdom from the crystal it carried, a dangerous temptation that few survived to claim. Uktena is a symbol of forbidden knowledge and the peril of chasing power beyond mortal bounds. Beauty and doom. In the stories of several tribes, including the Muskogee and Ojibwe, the Deer Woman appears as a breathtakingly beautiful maiden. She lures men with her charm and dance, but those who notice her cloven hooves realize too late that they've encountered something not of this world. She punishes the unfaithful and the cruel, leaving only silence and hoofprints behind. The Deer Woman teaches respect, not only for women but for the natural order itself. The Stone Giants. Long before humans walked freely through the lands of the Iroquois and Algonquian peoples, there were the stone giants, massive, skinless beings covered in stone armor. They were said to hunt humans for sport, their thunderous footsteps echoing through valleys. Only trickery and the power of the great spirits could defeat them. When they finally turned to stone, they became the mountains themselves, a permanent reminder of their terrible reign. The Two-Faced Ones. In Sioux stories, the Two-Faced Ones, known as Anukkite, represent deception and broken trust. They appear as beings, with one beautiful face and one hideous face. To see them was to invite sorrow or madness. They often symbolized moral duality, the beauty we show the world and the ugliness we hide within. Their presence warned that false kindness and lies can destroy communities from within. Guardian of the Waters. The Ojibwe tell of the Mishipeshu, the water panther, a creature dwelling in the Great Lakes, covered in copper scales with horns and a long, whip-like tail. It guards sacred waters and attacks those who disrespect them or steal copper from the earth. Though feared, it was also revered, for Mishipeshu kept balance between the human and spirit worlds beneath the waters. The conclusion. From mountains to deserts, rivers to snow, Native American folklore reminds us that nature is alive, powerful, and watchful. Every creature, from the Wendigo's hunger to the Thunderbird's fury, tells of balance, morality, and respect. These are not just horror tales, they are lessons etched into the land itself, whispered through generations. The stories remind us that the true monsters are not only spirits of the past, but what humans can become when they forget their place in nature's sacred cycle.